I'm Dr. Jordin Wiggins, and this is the Pleasure Principles podcast. Join me on this journey where sex, science, and sensuality meet. Let's change the conversation around sex and pleasure together. Welcome to the Pleasure Principles podcast, where we talk about the things affecting women today, from sex and pleasure to health and relationships. Today, I want to talk about the pieces that tie it all together. This is for you if you're not as happy as you used to be or you think you should be. You put on a smiling face at work to your family, but you're a mess, you're exhausted, and you're alone inside. You feel like something is off, but you can't quite put your finger on it. You snap at the people around you. You're exhausted and you're overwhelmed all or most of the time. You definitely have not learned how to relax. For the partners listening, because I know there are some of you very smart men out there that have contacted me about your wives, your girlfriends, and you feel like you lost the person that you fell in love with. She went somewhere and she hasn't come back. We're going to talk about why. The pattern that I see in most of the women that I work with, both at my women's health clinic and the members of my coaching program, the Feminine Mentorship, I see this. This is like the thing that we need to understand. I just came back from spending an amazing 2-day weekend retreat with the Feminine Mentorship ladies. We laughed, we cried, we pole danced. Seriously, the biggest takeaway from the weekend was how every single one of us are stuck in what I call the feminine burnout cycle. And this leads to many of our problems. In the bedroom, at work, in relationships. Definitely, it's affecting our mental and physical health. And here's a secret. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Ladies, it starts with us. One of the ladies that attended the retreat said, my 18-year-old daughter won't be sitting here in 20 years trying to figure out where her life went wrong like I am because of this program. I'm learning how to thrive, not just survive, and I will always be grateful. One of the women that attended said, for the first time in my life, I am able to focus on myself. I never noticed before that I spent 99% of my time caring for and thinking about other people. But now I'm able to see myself, let myself be seen, honor my needs, and show up for myself. I don't even feel guilty about it. My life and the lives of everyone around me is so much better. Overfunctioning super women of the world, listen up. The women who hold together businesses, entire teams and departments, households, relationships. We do so much of the invisible workload. We hold it all together with our manicured fingers. Like single-handedly, we do all of the things. Generally without praise, compensation, or even being thanked, because we just do it. The feminine burnout cycle starts when you take care of everyone else, but not yourself. You are caring for the kids, working the hardest at work, and from the outside, you look like you're killing it. But on the inside, you feel alone and you dread the day to day. Am I speaking to you? You feel overwhelmed, overworked, exhausted, and just keep pushing through, hoping it will get better. You do what you do, try and fix things, take a class, but it never gets it to where you want. It never fixes it the way you think it's going to fix it. Then what happens? Stage 2 of this cycle is the crash. You have pushed your body and your mind so hard that it forces you to slow down. This can show up physically and mentally. Physical illness, I'm talking about getting a virus or a cold. I was just on a one-on-one coaching call with one of the ladies of the mentorship, and after our retreat, she has a upper respiratory infection. It can be extreme fatigue, chronic flare-ups, sprained ankle, throw out your neck or your back, maybe even a chronic disease diagnosis. I work with a lot of breast cancer survivors, and this is not a coincidence. These are women in the feminine burnout cycle. The second way the crash affects us is mentally. So this can be panic attacks, depression, like mental health issues. Sometimes we're even like bordering on OCD tendencies, where I'm seeing women that are still very functional. So it's like a functional depression. You're meeting many of the diagnostic criteria, but you're still doing everything. You're still going to work. You're still running the household. And now we always need to see our primary healthcare providers for proper diagnosis and medical treatment. I'm just talking about patterns and what we can do to disrupt them or prevent them from happening in the first place, or work on fixing them, work on reversing them, so you're not ending up in the crash ever again. So when we have the crash, we are forced to take time off. We're forced to slow down. This wasn't something that we actively decided, but if we're sick, maybe we're at home for a week with a nasty flu. That was me a few weeks ago. Worst flu I have ever had. I had to take 8 days off work, which is totally not like me. I'm a recovering superwoman, so I have fixed this cycle, but I'm not above succumbing to it from time to time. So forced time off. Maybe your doctor writes you off on stress leave. Maybe you leave a job or desire a new job because you feel like you just can't manage. So we have this period of rest and we're starting to heal. But the whole time that we're resting, we're feeling guilty about the things that we're not doing. Sound familiar? Stage 3, the get back to it. The second you are able to, we are jumping right back into it. We go back to overfunctioning with our family and our coworkers, where we're applying to all the emails. We're working harder to get caught up. And basically, we're starting the cycle again. I know because I've been there. You might not even know what you're missing, but if you've been searching for answers for why you're so successful in your career, but lacking in other areas, why your libido's low, why you feel so burnt out, overworked, why you're snappy and irritated all the time, why you can't lose the weight you want to lose, why you're exhausted but you can't sleep at night. You take care and run the show at work and at home, but you can't figure out how to take care of yourself the way you want to. You are in the right place. Maybe your relationship is on the brink of divorce, or you're missing the days of connection and intimacy that you once had. If you long for the spark and connection and you want to feel like yourself again, that radiant, turned on woman, then I have the solution for you. Work with me, Dr. Jordin Wiggins, naturopathic doctor, sex educator, and feminine burnout coach, in my executive one-on-one coaching program to learn how to receive pleasure for better sex, better health, and more wealth. I promise you, they are all connected. I work with women to teach them how to receive pleasure and to open to all of the possibilities that this life has to offer you in health, wealth, and love. Because you deserve success across the board in your life. Finally, find the secret that was missing from all the work that you've done before and understand why you are so successful at work, but lack the spark and connection you long for in your relationships. When you learn how to receive pleasure and learn what was holding you back, you unlock possibilities in every area of your life. Suddenly, you can receive compliments, trust, acceptance, friendships, money. You know how to take better care of yourself, and you receive the praise, acknowledgement, help, and support that you've always wanted, but didn't know how to get. Everything comes when you learn how to receive and adopt a pleasure mindset as a way of being. My executive coaching program gives you exclusive access to me in person or via video chat, and my years of experience of working with thousands of women, Eastern medicine theories, and practical everyday ways to apply the work to see real growth in your life and relationships. Get the support you need to repair your relationships, start having mind-blowing sex, and open to the possibilities of what great pleasure means to you. Revolutionize your relationships and build the abundant future that you, your relationships, and your loved ones deserve. Click the link in the show notes or visit my page on Instagram at Dr. Jordin Wiggins to learn more about my coaching packages. I thought that getting 2 degrees, opening a medical clinic, working crazy hours at work, over functioning for my partner, taking on too many patients. Literally, they were like, I wasn't accepting new patients. And I was at a restaurant, like I finally made it out for dinner with my husband at the time because I was working insane hours. And somebody came up to me at the restaurant, like demanding an appointment, just all shades of wrong all around. Losing sex drive or looking at sex as an item that you need to check off your list if you're going to like keep your marriage in place or keep things fine. I was anxious, like stuck in worrisome thinking, and also sort of depressed, not really having joy in life, using wine, using alcohol to numb because you work all day and don't have time to kind of slow and go to sleep at night. A glass of wine is easier than taking a couple hours to unwind. Not healthier, just was easier for me at the time. And anyways, on the outside looking in, like new house, new car, all of these things that you think are going to bring you health, happiness, joy. And I felt blah. I was depressed. And on the outside, people are complimenting you like, wow, you're 27 or 28 and look at the business that you built. Look at all the people that you're helping. So you're getting this praise, which almost wants you to keep doing the burnout cycle, and all the people that you care for and make their lives easier, people at work, people at home, they don't want you to change because you've been helping make their lives easier. So we really are caught in this cycle. Here's 5 ways to know if you are trapped in the feminine burnout cycle. Number 1, are you able to relax? How long does it take you to unwind on vacation? I have patients that often tell me that they'll go away for a week and they finally started to relax on day 6 or 7, but then went back home and got right back into it. Do you get more stressed after vacation because of everything that you've fallen behind on or everything that you weren't there to do? Number 2, how flexible are you? If something new or a wrench in your plan comes up, how do you handle it? Do the small things feel like they're going to make your head explode? Or if something unexpected happens, you feel yourself like shutting down entirely? Number 3, sex and intimacy. One of the signs of burnout for many women, which is the Pink Canary, the book I wrote, is low libido, a change in libido, or something is off in your relationship, in the intimacy of your relationship. You stop caring about sex and intimacy with your partner, or you're the superwoman that has the higher drive, which happens too, but there's an intimacy dynamic missing in your primary relationship. Number 4, functional depression. You are sad, lost, not interested in the things you used to enjoy, but you're still keeping it together at work and at home. You're still that glue. You feel detached from your life, sometimes like you're watching it. I can remember I used to feel like I was watching myself like from above, but I was not present. I wasn't joyful. Number 5, anxiety. Do you feel like you're jumping to put out one fire to the next? The good news is it's not too late. We can break this cycle. It comes down to number 1, learning to receive. Because everything comes when you can receive it. Health, wealth, pleasure, the life you've always desired. Number 2, unlearning outdated and incorrect information that is keeping you unhappy, unhealthy, and disconnected from the love and support that you so deeply crave, but don't know how to get. Number 3, rebuilding a life with a focus on finding your connection to your feminine energy, love, and an amazing community of support. This is exactly what we are talking about May 11th through 13th at my free event, Overwhelmed, Overscheduled, and Over It. Join me, an amazing group of women just like you, live to talk about how you can start breaking the patterns that are holding you back from receiving better health, wealth, and more connected relationships. Visit thepleasurecollective.com/overit to register. As always, to get the most out of the experience, I recommend booking the time off in your calendars and showing up live. You will be able to ask me questions. There will be replays available if you can't attend, but you do have to register to get access. I am hoping I will see you there. Have a great week, everybody. If you like what you heard in this episode, leave me a rating. Your support helps me get discovered by more women like you. Together, we can change the conversation around women's sexual health and pleasure for you, your partners, and generations to come.